All right, yet another video about a new car, and I promise you guys it's not clickbait. I seriously have a problem. Taylor, why are you letting me do this?
I don't know, I just, you know, you wanted the Miata, so I...
Dude, Miata bros.
Because it's cool and it's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be well worth it.
All right, I'm gonna pull it out. Can you film it?
Okay. Oh, you're on this side.
I can't figure out how to turn it off.
You got an S15 and you got like a piece of junk one?
Look. It's so sick.
It's got the custom articulating steering wheel, so when you go over bumps, it moves with you, right?
It needs a little bit of cleaning up, but it's gonna make a very fun project. We got ourselves an S15. There's a long story behind this car. We got a lot of explaining to you guys. I can tell you, I'm very excited about this. Taylor's very excited. Hey, stop picking out all the bad stuff, okay? It's an S15. It's a real body kit, Vertex.
It almost fell off. I like these screw down your trunk mount here.
So we have what I think is a 99 Nissan Silvia. S15's like the chassis code. So this is what came after the S14. We'd never had them in the States, so this is obviously a right-hand drive car from Japan. Could use a little bit of fixing up, but that's what it's here for. You guys might recognize this car. It is actually Pat Gooden's car. So why are you getting rid of the S15?
I bought it and I've always wanted an S15 for so long. Then I got it and I was so pumped, and I started working on it and I was like, I want a Corvette. Well, then I found out how much C6 Corvettes were, and I was like,
He's like, I gotta copy Taylor.
C6 though.
Hey, he's gonna one-up you, Taylor.
I know, it's okay.
So anyway, Pat was selling the car for a really good deal, and most people that like buy S15s in Florida, they want like a really nice condition, full interior S15 that they can like drive around on the streets. But this car is a race car. That's what it's gonna be. It's not a car for driving around town. It's gonna be sweet. Caged, everything.
Comment about importing and how you can't do it, can't do it, 20-page argument about what you're doing.
Yeah, you just opened up.
Yeah, well, no, people would have talked about it anyway. I mean, I guess all that we can say is, you guys probably know, in Florida, people get R34s, they get R33s, they get S15s, they get stuff that we shouldn't get, and it's possible to have it. But this car isn't even like that, because it's a race car. It's a whole different like ball game when you're not registering it.
It's a skid race car, actually, if you want to be technical.
Yeah, some people like really hate it when you call drift cars race cars. Like, it's not a race car.
It's a skid race car.
Yeah.
I love calling drifting drift racing.
Me too.
There's nothing more American than drift racing, right, Quambeck?
I say it so much that people think I
Right.
How you been?
I've been good.
How's your car coming?
It's coming. This was taking up a bunch of room, so now you got this out of the shop. And
Yeah.
there's more room for activities.
Then we can tandem.
Yes. You're caged now. Last time I was here, Adam was in cage, so we couldn't. But
All I wanted to do is... we'll try to pop the hood real quick. So the cool thing about S15s is it's not a normal SR. It has variable timing of sorts, right?
VTEC.
Yeah.
This is a solenoid.
The turbo spool's a little faster. And this is a Spec R, so it has like the dual ball bearing turbo and 220 all that.
And a 6-speed, which is really cool. So if you are looking for an S15 6-speed SR notch top swap, hit me up.
Oh, like, you willing to work on the price? I'm like, yeah, I'll come down on the price, just because I was just going to sell the swap. I was like, I'll come down a little bit. He was like, all right, cool. $1,800? And I was like, way off, buddy.
Another really good thing about this car is not a lot of people are gonna hate me since it's not the cleanest car. It would feel really, really weird destroying a really clean S15. So this thing's clean underneath, like there's not a lot of rust, but it's kind of beat up on the body. Like you guys saw, there was some filler. I mean, there's some dents here. Overall though, it's really not too bad. These wheels are sweet. Are those R33 wheels?
I don't think
No.
so.
No, I'm joking.
Oh.
I was like, do you not know what our 33 wheels look like?
But I haven't been, like...
So there's obviously way more to talk about with this S15, but there's other stuff that we gotta go do. So I'm gonna come back to this tonight and show Alberto the car, and I'll go over it a little bit more. Stoked though. I've wanted to like kind of do a project from scratch, and this basically will be.
You've been talking about it forever, so.
I'm stoked. And I've been talking about wanting an S15 too.
Have you?
Everything just worked.
I never heard that.
Yeah.
I never heard you talking about wanting an S15.
Shut up, Taylor.
You're just a fanboy.
Oh, whoops. I said shut up to you, so everyone's gonna think I'm an to you in real life now.
He is. He beats me.
He cries underneath these glasses.
Call defects.
Thank you, Pat. It's in a good place now.
Yeah, dude. I'm pumped.
Thank you, Taylor.
What did you do?
Oh. It's not closed. There you go.
All right, back home now. While I was picking up the S15, Alberto finished the Street Faction seat bracket install. Check this out. Look how sturdy this seat is right now. It's kind of hard to show. And then look at how loose this one is with the old brackets. It's hard to show, but this one's way stiffer. Everything was pretty seamless in terms of the installation. Although we did need to cut the bracket a little bit here just for the seat belt. There might have been a way around it, but that was just the easiest solution for us with these seats. Another cool little thing they sent me is this gauge plate. They make a couple different ones, and I wanted to get rid of my 3-hole one since now I only have 2 gauges. This one's kind of cool because it angles the gauges towards you. With my digital gauges, they're kind of annoying in the sun. So unfortunately, I'm gonna get rid of the Stranger Happy Face and be replacing it with this clean, street-looking gauge pod. Unfortunately, the way that this is wired, the gauge is spliced into the other gauge, so I can't even freaking take this plate out. I have to cut these wires and then just put a plug there so I don't have to run into this issue in the future. If you guys remember that I put in those new lights that I'm using as turning signals, I was talking about getting chrome bulbs that are actually amber. Well, when I was researching them, I found these cool little bulbs that are actually amber LEDs, so they're not even that like weird chromey look, and they look really good. Like, check this out. Super cool, like orange color. I really dig it. So just gotta put this one inside. Obviously, really self-explanatory, screw it in, but I'm digging it. All right, I think the time has come for me to install what I should have installed a very long time ago. Meet my new friend, heat shield. As we're trying to button everything up on the car and get it good to be able to drive it all this summer, Alberto added a little bit of length to the intercooler piping, so it just fits a little bit better and it's not having all these weird stress points. The heat shield goes into these 2 little holes, so I gotta get rid of the zip tie. I'm using little Toyota bolts from Nicole's JZ. Alberto told me to save them and I'm very thankful. All done. In case you don't understand, you just want to prevent the heat from getting to your brake master from your super hot manifold. That is not what caused the fire before. A brake leak caused the fire. Very important to check for leaks. I got some sweet clear side markers, but I'm gonna need some more of those LED bulbs for these. And I'm also going to need the little like socket for the bulb, which I can pull out of my old fenders that I have at the warehouse. So these will go right here, fill up that little hole, and then I will be like super road legal now. Nicole's home. I'm gonna go show Alberto and Nicole the new S15 now, and I will let you guys know a little bit more details and kind of what we have planned with the car. Voila!
Oh. It's white. I like white.
It's not gonna stay white.
Oh, white. What color do you want?
I don't know. I'm gonna paint it though, of course. So what I haven't told you guys yet is the most exciting part of this build. So when I was in Japan, it gave me a little bit of a different outlook on drifting. I really enjoyed how the cars there were all very simple, stock engine, like low power, and you didn't go through a lot of tires every day. So that's why I decided I'm going to be keeping the SR20 in my car, and I'm going to be putting the 2JZ in an S15.
I like the way you think. I like the other parts you get to literally experience both times. You have a car that's low power, well balanced for low horsepower fun drifting. Then we get to build you a big boost beast of a car. Just go all out with the competition.
So even though I have really no plans on ever doing any competitions, this will probably be like a competition style car, like gutted. It'll obviously have the 2J, lots of grip, super aggressive, where my S13 will kind of stay as my street car, and I can still tandem with my friends that have SRs, so I'm not like how lame would it be if I had a crazy powerful race car and all my friends have like SR hatches and SR coupes and I'm like way faster than them, then it's just not fun. So it's way more fun when you guys have similar cars. In Japan, we all had JZXs. So the other thing about it too, I didn't want to put the 2J in my car and then take away a perfectly running like good car, because inevitably with a new engine and a new swap, there's gonna be kinks to work out. It's not like Nicole's swap where it's just stock, everything is plug and play and we know it's gonna run right like it did from Toyota. It's gonna be some work, but it's gonna be fun.
And it's gonna be a smoky car. I like smoky drifts. I like the whole car collection you got going over here. I actually like the combination very a lot.
The two big boost mobiles. All right. Yeah, I think the hood flew up in Japan, and it dented the roof. We'll pop it out.
Carbon fiber roof.
Drum roll, please.
No, I'm just gonna run them as it is.
Wow, look at that SR20 DET.
I can't believe it doesn't have that little.
It's so sparkly. It's like a mood engine.
Yeah, when you rev higher, it changes colors.
That's cool. But it's already converted to American terminals, because normally the Japanese car had this little tiny battery post. I bet you saw them on your car.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then this one's a lot bigger.
This car's actually been in the States for some time. Before Pat, someone else in the States owned it, so this isn't like a fresh arrival.
Cute little fuel filter down there.
Cute little shoe.
So obviously, since we're like building a full car now, it's gonna take a little bit longer for the 2J swap. But since I'm going away, this has kind of been the plan. Alberto's a little bit nervous because when I go away, he's not really gonna have work since I'm taking my car with me. He doesn't have a shop right now. So I told him not to worry. Whenever we don't have any more work, I will find more work.
So what I'm gonna be doing? Do I get to work with JCs?
Sorry?
Do I get to work with JCs?
Oh yeah, of course. But the main plan is, while I'm away in Connecticut, Alberto is going to be doing most of the chassis work with this. So basically like stripping it out.
You see that? I'm taking it all out. It's all coming out.
And he's gonna do the cage, so that way when I get back down, it's the fun stuff, building it, putting it together. I can cover that. But in the meantime, while I'm up in Connecticut, Alberto can upload videos doing all the chassis work, all the prep on this car, and he'll have like a really cool car to work on. Should be some good content. That way people can go over to your channel, subscribe now so you can watch Alberto.
Awesome, guys. Subscribe where there, or like, where is it gonna be the little thingy? I don't know.
Guys, I'm insanely excited. Owning an S15's definitely been a dream of mine. I've been obsessed with just how cool they look. And I didn't really want one as a street car because I don't really have any need for another SR in my life. Like, they look really cool and everything, but this as a race car with a 2J is going to be absolutely amazing. I hope you guys are excited for the build videos. This is gonna put like a whole nother element of cool into the game. I'm stoked. I hope you guys are stoked. It's just a little surprise. It kind of happened spur of the moment. Since I got back from Japan, I was like, what am I gonna put the 2J in? Am I gonna put it in an S15, a JZX, an M3, a BRZ? And we chose an S15. I think it's the best choice. I'm very stoked on it. Thank you guys so much. I hope this video is over 10 minutes so you guys can stop hating, and I will see you tomorrow.
See you guys.
When you say